So my question is, if
Sure,
the law cannot override a federal law, then why is a state like New York or New Jersey or DC restricting a Leo from carrying them?
Well, first of all, are you talking about we just talked about with the New York law about registration?
Correct, because it's
See-
at that point it's making LEOSA invalid if you're going to go through there and do that.
No, I disagree on that part. It's not making LEOSA invalid. That the cop can still carry under LEOSA. The cop just can't carry a gun that's not registered to some state database. So, it's just two different things, right? I mean, LEOSA says you can conceal carry a gun in interstate commerce, but it doesn't restrict states from making it hard to get that gun. I'm not saying under the Second Amendment. It doesn't talk about how you get that gun. It doesn't say that you can't charge a firearms tax. It doesn't say you don't have to go through a background check. So the point is that it's two totally different issues. LEOSA is all about concealed carry and not about these other regulations. So you can conceal carry it. You can't get jammed up on that, but you may get jammed up on a registration, right? It's just two different issues. It may inhibit a person's ability to carry, but that's not what LEOSA is focused on. Does that make sense? Hopefully, a little bit.
It does. It's a little cloudy, but that means the LEOSA law needs to get that changed too then.
Well, I think LEOSA is not the problem. I think the state's the problem, right? I mean,
No
LEOSA is a great law. LEOSA is fantastic. I mean, it says, notwithstanding any state law to the contrary, you can conceal carry in anything, anywhere except where? Government buildings, parks, and private property. It says beat it, right? That means you get churches. That means you get Walmarts. That means you get anyway, a lot of places. So LEOSA is not the problem. It's New York is the problem. I mean, you don't have that problem in Nebraska. You know what I mean? I mean, that's my view on it.
Most federal officers don't even have that problem when they're carrying themselves in these same states.
What, say that last part again?
Well, like an ATF agent or an FBI agent, if they're carrying in those states with the same laws, how do they get around that?
I actually don't think that they do, strictly speaking. I'm not aware of a. Well, look, they may be on duty. Okay, so just let's make sure we're on the same page here. But I don't know that a FBI agent that lives in Illinois is going to California on vacation gets away with these laws. I don't think they get away with the 10-round mag issue. I just don't. I don't know of any U.S. code that says FBI agents can override a state law when they're off duty. So unless they're on duty. So I don't think they can. The reality is, though, we never hear about it because what crazy cop out there, besides that one cop in California stopped one of our troopers, is going to jam up a cop for having a high cap mag? High cap is obviously not standard capacity, right? So that's why you don't hear about it. But strictly speaking, I think a prosecutor that went rogue could jam up an FBI agent off duty. Yes, I do believe that for going against LEOSA.
You probably talked about this earlier. High capacity, is that a specific number or a specific number to the firearm itself?
Well, first of all, we start with standard capacity, which is whatever the firearm is designed to hold. A Glock 17 holds how many?
15.
17
plus 1. 7, is it
yeah,
17?
That's where it comes from, right?
My old one.